Now to that Pennsylvania preacher charged with murdering his two wives. Jury selection in the trial of Arthur Schirmer begins today, and ABC's John Schriffen has the story.
A veteran pastor, husband, father of three. 64-year-old Arthur Schirmer was an upstanding member of this rural Pennsylvania community. At least that's how it appeared.
My parents adored him and all the older people in here, but I knew there was something strange about him.
Tragedy seemed to follow Schirmer, his first wife, Jewel, dying back in 1999. He told investigators she fell down a flight of stairs. Then in 2008, his second wife, Betty Jean, died after a car accident. Schirmer claims he crashed after swerving to avoid a deer. His wife wasn't wearing a seatbelt and sustained severe head trauma. But this morning, prosecutors are saying this two-time widower is a two-time murderer.
Anything to say to Betty Jean's family?
After re-examining the crash scene in 2010, investigators determined the car was going less than 25 miles per hour at the time of the crash, too slow to cause Betty Jean's injuries. And they found Betty Jean's dried blood in Schirmer's garage, indicating she was injured before she got into the car. Those findings led to first-degree murder charges and prompted another investigation into the death of his first wife, Jewel.
We're going to conduct a brand new investigation.
Investigators used crash test dummies to simulate falling down basement steps. The results didn't match up with Schirmer's story.
We have filed charges, and of course we wouldn't file charges against somebody if we didn't believe we could prove them.
Schirmer says he's innocent in both cases.
The family would like to just be a family, and it's been difficult, but they do support Mr. Schirmer.
For Good Morning America, John Schriffen, ABC News, New York.
And our GMA legal analyst Dan Abrams here now, and boy, you hear those details right there. Two wives dead. Hard not to think of Drew Peterson.
That's right. Remember the Illinois police sergeant who was not investigated for his third wife's death until his fourth wife, Stacy Peterson, went missing. Here you have a case where he wasn't really being investigated until something else happened, and that was a suicide happened at his office of the husband of someone with whom he was allegedly having an affair. They say, that's odd. They begin looking into his wife's death. Then the investigation continues, then charges are filed, and then the investigation into his previous wife's death as well.
A lot of strange twists there through it all. He still says this is just a coincidence, and his family standing by him.
That's unusual. It's that he's got the three children all supporting him. The question's going to be, as the evidence comes out in this case, as they follow the case, do they still believe that? But look, in a lot of these cases, you see the family members simply unwilling or unable to believe that a parent, for example, could have done it.
We've talked a lot about prosecutors, whether or not they decide to go for the death penalty. Here they're not.
Here they're not going for the death penalty. Not that surprising. Remember, you're going to have two different trials here with regard to two different cases. So you're talking about certainly the possibility of up to life in prison.
Okay, Dan Abrams, thanks very much.